to another edition of The Lamp. I'm Pat Munsey, publisher of the Kokomo Lantern, and today I am with JC Barnett III, the fantastic CEO of Carver Community Center. and I'm a little biased because he's been a part of the Lantern almost from the very beginning, and so thank you so much for taking your time with us today.
Absolutely, brother. It's a pleasure.
But we're not here to talk about the Lantern. We're here to talk about what's going on with the Carver Center, and more importantly, we're here to talk about Juneteenth, the annual celebration that will be taking place June 21st.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about what we've got planned for this year's event.
So, Juneteenth summer celebration this year is going to be a little bit different than it has been in previous years. What does remain is that we have a great partnership with Kokomo Housing Authority, where we're still collaborating on this event. Kokomo Housing Authority is focused more so on the resource side of things, and we're still doing food and merchandise, and still serving, the community through this Juneteenth summer celebration in that capacity. It's going to be different than this year in terms of location. Okay. We will be downtown on the square this year versus in Foster Park.
Okay.
So a little change of scenery, and I think it's going to give a fresh new feeling to it.
Absolutely. So are you going to take up the entire courthouse square or just like a couple of streets? Do you know how that lays out?
Yes, I do. So it'll run down Sycamore Street, down Main Street towards Artist Alley, all the way as far down as Artist Alley. So we're hoping to get some businesses in that area involved in this as well.
Fantastic. Yeah. So street carnival, street festival, basically, what we're talking about. Live music?
Will be live music. We will have an opening act in D. Ray Boyd. Winston Howard, who is an incredible guitarist, he'll be doing his thing there. And then Maximum Groove will be the headliner for us this year. So we're really excited about what we have in terms of entertainment.
Very cool. And so food all day long?
Yes.
Entertainment all day long?
Yes.
Booths? Anything else that's special that's going on with it that people can look forward to?
Absolutely. I really think this is a component of this event that's going to really bring some enthusiasm from the public as well as from food vendors. We're actually going to have a food contest this year.
Tell me about this. I like food and I like contests.
Yeah. So the food contest, two different types of contests. One will be judged by a panel of judges. Okay. And all of this under the umbrella in the name of the Best of Kokomo now. Okay. So if you are a food vendor out there who wants to win the title of the Best of Kokomo, in terms of from a select few judges, but also a People's Choice Award, then you should enter into our to be a food vendor with us.
So is it like any type of food, or do I have to have like, I've got a chili, and it's all chili, or is it anything?
So yes, you can enter any type of food. It's not the same as a rib fest where everybody will have a rib, everybody will have a different kind of sauce. Gotcha. It will be you pick your best food and you bring it and you compete against other types of food.
That's going to get serious real quick.
It is.
Because I know there are a lot of cooks here in town that just cooking for the family, but the family would kill for that dish.
Most definitely.
My gosh, how much do they need to make? I mean,
so you need to be able to provide at least a sample for each of our judges, and we will communicate that to you upon entry into the contest.
So is there like amateur versus professional categories, or is everyone in the pool?
Everyone's in the pool.
Oh my.
First prize takes home $500, so you have an opportunity to win a maximum of $1,000 if you win the judges contest as well as the People's Choice.
Okay. So
second place gets $300.
Oh my.
In each of those categories as well.
So this is getting serious real quick.
Absolutely.
So how does the People's Choice work? If you've only got samples for a few judges with your stuff, how do the people decide that that's the good stuff?
Well, there will be an opportunity, and this is I think what adds a really cool element to the event, and to bring more participation, and would be, in order for you to have an opportunity to win People's Choice, you need to be letting your people know that you're going to be a vendor and that this Juneteenth summer celebration is happening on this date and this time, downtown Kokomo, Indiana, so that they can come and vote on site via QR code.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you will not have access to the voting.
All right. So I've got to have a vendor booth, and I've got to be serving food at this to get into that People's Choice Award. But the food is whatever I've got that I think is good.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's new. Not heard of that before. I know there are a lot of mom and dads out there that on Sunday dinner the whole family shows up because they know they're cooking.
For sure.
It's going to get a little violent.
So that's and you're making a great point. You don't necessarily have to be an established restaurant. You can be a backyard cook as well. And you can enter into this.
All you guys with your grills talking about how great you are on Sunday afternoon with that grill, you're going to have to prove it now.
Right.
And all you ladies that have been cooking that Sunday dinner for the last 40 years and you know you're good, now everyone else gets to find out too.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So if I need a booth, what's it going to cost me?
So that is a very unique thing as well. For food vendors only, the cost is covered.
Oh.
There is absolutely no reason whatsoever why you should not enter as a food vendor with us this year.
The 75 pounds I've worked off for the last 2 years, they're all coming back on one weekend, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, then you need to start rationing out how you're going to eat because you're going to have plenty of space
For sure.
to try out all these dishes. This is really cool. I'm looking forward to this. And the bragging rights are going to be a little insane.
It is.
Are they going to get like a trophy or a sash or a crown or what do they get for this here?
Well, they will get a cash prize. We've also figured out something in reference to a plaque to kind of show, hey, this is I won.
Because money comes and goes, but I want it on the wall.
Right.
I want people when they come in and say, oh, by the way, let me show you my kitchen. Oh, and this, best of Kokomo.
Definitely.
Holy cow. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah. So when does it start that day?
Again, Saturday, June 21st, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
4 to 10
on the square.
All righty. Tickets, or are we just paying cash?
Yeah, you pay the vendor.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep,
Cool.
and they benefit, so they make a total profit from that.
So you say there'll be a QR code at each booth, and I can just scan that with my phone and then register the vote. Doesn't cost me anything to vote either.
Correct. No.
So I can participate as long as I'm buying the food and eating it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Or I suppose I don't even have to eat it if I just know.
Yep.
So there you go. Yeah. If you want to put your thumb on the scale, just invite the whole family and friends over. Just go ahead and vote for me. You know my food. Just go ahead and vote for me.
Yep.
All right. This is going to be fun. Right. So is there anything else about the Juneteenth that we need to know coming into it?
No, just come and have a good time. It's sure to be hot.
Oh yeah.
As it always is on that weekend. So just come prepared to have a good time, listen to some good music, eat some good food, and as I've been saying and kind of marketing this event to the community, is it's like a family reunion. Come and be amongst family and friends.
That's really cool. But that's just part of what you've got going on. Because JC is the hardest working man in show business, right? In Kokomo, Indiana. This guy's got it going on. If you've not been to Carver Center over the last year, you might not recognize that you're in the Carver Center. He's done so much to change, upgrade, and enhance the programming, the appearance. You need to get the city on board with getting that walk plate there in front of the building in place. That's a little unsightly. So, Mayor, if you're watching this, just send the crews out there. He needs a new handicap accessible walk plate in front of the building. I think it'll be wonderful. We get that done.
Absolutely.
So, but let's talk about what's going on inside that building. You've got all kinds of programming coming up for the kids, starting as soon as school lets out, right?
Absolutely. Yes. So one of the major things that we do in the summertime is Cheryl Simmons Closing the Gap education program. This program is incredible. It serves students K through 5th grade, and we're looking to, a capacity is really about 15 per class, so that's 60 students, 4 classrooms, K through 1, 1 through 2, 3rd grade alone, and then a 4th and 5th grade class. And within those classrooms will be a licensed teacher and 2 paraprofessionals. And every year what I find is that these teachers are so loved. When I make that post and I show all the teachers that are participating in the program, we just get all kinds of likes and comments that, hey, that's Mrs. So-and-so.
Absolutely.
And they're just thrilled at the opportunity to continue to have them throughout the summer and to learn.
That's fantastic. Thank you for all you teachers who are giving up your time to make this happen.
Yes.
But we can't stress enough how important this kind of program is, because we know that retaining the knowledge they learn in school is important, and that summer kids lose some of that knowledge. And it's not because they weren't paying attention, that's just the way that the brain works. And so if they're in these classes and they're still being exposed to the stuff that they learned, it helps cement that into their brains so that when they get into next year's classes, they're not behind. We're not needing 6 weeks to get back up to speed. So it's vital, especially if you are, you know, a latchkey kid, if that's even a thing anymore. My generation, mom and dad both worked, and you took care of yourself, you know, through the afternoon. I assume that that's still the way it is.
It's still a thing.
Yeah. So they need that support.
And the areas of focus, math, reading, and STEM.
Oh yeah.
And you know how much emphasis we're putting on STEM at the Carver
We're going to talk
Community
about that here in a
Center
minute. Yeah, we are.
But math, reading, and STEM, and Cheryl Simmons really says it just so well. She says that this program brings kids who are at the top of the bottom of their class at the bottom of the top of their class.
Wow.
And that's a very powerful statement, because these kids are really going into the next grade level ready to take on whatever it is that's coming their way.
Life changer.
Yes, it is. Absolutely it is. And you know, we thank the Community Foundation for seeing the vision that Cheryl has behind this program and contributing to us being able to obtain these quality teachers. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to do.
Absolutely.
So, yes,
hey, it really is summer school.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you've got a fancy name for it, but it's summer school, and it's voluntary, obviously. Now, are we still taking on students, or have we filled these classes?
We are still taking on students.
All right. So how do I get that done? How do I get my kid into this class?
So you can text. I forget the number.
That's all right.
434.
You got it? Because otherwise, we'll just put it down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have a genius behind the camera here, and I'm not even exaggerating there. Yeah. The dude's wonderful. He'll take care of that for us.
Right. I do have the number, by the way.
Okay. Well, do you want to give it?
765-434-0991. You'll text "closing the gap," and we'll get you all the information that's needed to complete the registration for that.
There you go. So, no excuses. You've heard it. You're going to see it. You'll have the number. Get your kid in there and do it quick.
Yes.
So, and are they fed?
They are fed. We get one snack per day. And at noon, the summer lunch program, Carver Community Center is a site for the summer lunch program.
Fantastic.
So they'll have an opportunity to get a full meal there as well.
Now, are you opening that up to more kids in the community that are just in the program? Because the summer lunch program is very important.
Yes.
So in addition to your step-up kids, you've got the whole community can come in, right?
Yes, that is correct. It is free and open to the community. However, adults will not be able to receive a lunch, so it is just for the children, and we are happy to provide that service.
Is that age 17 and under?
That is age 17 and under.
All right, so if your kid needs a good meal during the summer, at least for June and part of July? Or all
just for June.
Just for June, okay, so just for June, they can get a free lunch Monday through Friday, so definitely take advantage of that if you're in need, or if you just need a little break financially, and don't have time to cook for the kids. You know, I mean, whatever excuse you got, doesn't matter. The food's there for your child. Please take advantage of it. We want to make sure that they are as prepared as possible for their next step in life. You know,
absolutely.
So thank you so much for putting that on.
Yeah,
that's incredible. The Carver Center is a part of that. I mean. Wonderful. So what else we got? We got so much more. What else we got? Let's talk a little bit about the STEM programs that you have going on at Carver Center this summer. I mean, I know you just announced another robotics program, right?
Yes. Yes, we have a robotics program that will run the second week of June. Jeff Mara, our robotics instructor, he's just such an incredible teacher and instructor. He's much in the mind frame of me in terms of partnership and thinking. You know, we don't have to be all things to all people. Hey, Technocats, come into our program and do a demonstration for us, and let's continue great collaboration. So it's not coming to mind for me right now what those dates are, but the second week of June, we will have a robotics class or a clinic or camp run by Jeff Marr,
Okay.
our robotics instructor, and it's going to be incredible. There's still going to be collaboration between the Technocats, and it'll be a great thing.
And they actually brought their competition robot out to Carver Center recently for your kids to take a look at,
They
right?
did.
And how'd that go? Did it go pretty well?
It was wonderful. The after-school programs, again, K through 5th graders, had a chance to see this robot demonstrated, and in just full action. But more importantly, there was a chance to talk to the students, the high school students, and gain a perspective of what it takes to be a robotics student in high school.
Okay.
And I learned something new, is that they don't use the same robot year after year after year.
Right.
They have to build a new robot. Mm-hmm. So that brought to me, not to speak badly about anybody, but it seems to me like there would be more innovation in the world.
Oh, because you have to build something new every time.
Well,
what?
Our cars look the same year after year after year.
Sure.
When I know there's enough brilliant minds out there to make a new look.
Sure.
Well, these kids building new robots after year have to think different every year, have to build different every year, have to do different functions every year. Mm-hmm. So I am hopeful for our future with these students.
We'll have some cooler cars at least?
Yeah, some cooler cars. Build me a nice cooler car.
Bring back the Plymouth Prowler. That was a really cool car.
Yeah, that was a cool car.
All right, well, the next big designer or the next roboticist may be at Carver Center right now. We don't even know it. Your kid could be one of those.
Yes.
How do I get signed up? How do I get my kid signed up to the program?
So you will text robotics to the same number, 765-434-0991, and express your interest in the robotics camp.
And is there a fee?
There is a $20 fee attached to that particular program, yes.
And that's a 2-week program?
1 week.
1 week program?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how many days in that week? Are we doing it every day?
That will be a 5-day program.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So they're going to get some intensive training then, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
And the goal is that they're going to know a little bit about the basics of robotics when they're done so that they can perhaps build on that in the future, right?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. All right, so another great program going on. What else we got going on at Carver this summer?
Our summer camp is going to be great.
Ah, yeah.
Our summer camp, for many of you who attended the spring break camp, will be a very similar model, except for in the summer camp, the hope is to include more field trips.
Oh, okay.
That could be anything from a trip to Markland Mall. That could be just to walk around.
Sure.
That could be a trip to Kokomo Beach. That could be a trip to Indianapolis Zoo. We're going to keep you on your toes in reference to what exactly we will do. But many aspects of the spring break camp will still be a part of the summer camp. You know that you're going to be able to come to the Carver Center and have great free time. There's going to be structured games. There's going to be some elements of education, although we're not looking to make it school. There will be some reading comprehension, maybe through some reading rainbow viewings.
Okay.
There will be some puzzles and just different partnerships that come in, like Howard County Health Department come in and maybe give some hygiene lessons and do different games like that. So we're very much in the mind of collaboration, and we will do things to fill the time.
And again, I'm guessing we're to call that same number and text to try to get our kids into the summer camp.
Right.
I'm getting the hang of this.
We do, in fact, have an online registration for the summer camp, which you can find at kokomocarver.org under our programs tab. But you are more than welcome to also text 765-434-0991 summer camp to that number to get more info as well.
Great. Now, throughout the year, you've had music programming, you've had dance teams and things like that.
Yes.
Are those programs going on through the summer, or are we taking a break during the summer for those things?
There are many programs that will be taking a break during the summer months.
Okay.
Undertow Music and Fine Arts, however, that they're kind of an independent program, so they will operate still within their hours of operation.
Okay.
And you would book directly through them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, anything else that we've got going on that we need to talk about?
I think we've talked about
That's been a lot. It has been a lot.
That's a lot.
So, if you want to know more information about any of the things that we've talked today, obviously the Carver Center's Facebook page is a great resource.
Yes.
Carver Center has its own website, www.carver...
kokomocarver.org.
There we go. Okay. I'm not up to speed on what that is. I just find the tab and link it or whatever. I'm not going to. Yeah. But anyway, so go to the website, go to the Facebook page. check out what's happening this week on the Kokomo Lantern, because their programs show up in our weekly community calendar. So plenty of ways to find that information, plenty of people to talk to get more information. Please invest in your kid, invest in your community, get involved in the Carver Community Center this summer. I don't believe that you will regret a moment of that.
No, you will not.
So, JC, thank you so much for making me look a heck of a lot better, you know? or at least not as bad. And thank you all for watching me muddle through another episode of The Lamp. And until you're ready to be tortured again, please be good to each other.